Ascendance of a Bookworm and Myne and her story continue to be one of the cutest and most wholesome, but not wholesome at the same time stories in anime. When I say wholesome, it's just basically by, it being this slice of life isekai, this look into somebody who is going through struggles and turmoil based on past strong values that they had in their past life being so strong that it completely took over them as they carried over it into the next life, which in Myne, in her case, is really two things that were made specifically evident. One is definitely her books, right? Obviously, the books is what takes over the whole proprietary of the anime completely, right? Like they completely envelop her, they completely take over her, they completely point her in the right way or the wrong way sometime in making her decisions. Most of the time is in the wrong way. But regardless, that is what really drives her forward, is her drive to want to be around and surrounded by books and create books, be creative and to be absorbed in that. That's what she took so much pride in her past life, and that's what she takes pride in now, and that's kind of what moves her forward. The second most important thing is something that she already knew previously, but it has become so just obtrusively evident to her and to us, the viewer, especially when we're kind of watching these episodes. And that is what her new reality is now, is she is in a place to where she is in danger. Not only by the nobles that she has curried jealousy instead of favor in, but also in her day-to-day living based on her work that she does, right? She has now gotten the ire and been in the eye of the Ink Guild, which is now looking to take advantage of her, gain her knowledge, steal her away, kidnap her, among who knows what else they're trying to accomplish. But regardless, they're trying to make sure that the new ideas that she has for ink, that it is in their pocket, and they're willing to do almost anything for that. Then you have the opposite side, which is all the nobles who obviously she's curried a lot of jealousy and now hatred and revenge in Schwarzenheimer, whatever hell the guy's name was. But the green-haired dude who, he's an asshole. But regardless, whatever happened there, now his mom is basically causing a huge ruckus because they're mildly important. So now she has nobles that are trying to go and get revenge on her, on top of all the lower level nobles who are just jealous of her position, trying to curry favor with the Lord, which is Blue Hair Bro, and everything else, right, that's going on. So she's in danger now, right? So all of that has siloed her away from her family. So her everyday ongoings that was happening before, where she was able to go to the church, do her work, go to the Myne studio, do her work, go home, spend time with her family, spend time with 𝐜𝐴𝐷, all that stuff has kind of been ripped away because now she has to be siloed off into the church, and all of her day-to-day stuff goes away because of just the danger, the sheer danger that she's in. And two specific things happen. One, at the end of last season, we have her memories, being peeked into, essentially. And because her memories were peeked into, it basically got her to remember on all the different things that she had regretted from her past life, and a lot of that, centered around her mother, right? So with her mom, although she was extremely close to her, she never got to, really show gratitude. She never got to spend more time. She never got to say thank you. She never got to say her goodbyes. So when Ferdinand peeked into her memories, part of her was really thankful because of that, because she felt like, she got to do something that she hadn't gotten to do before, which was see her mother again. And then the second thing from that is it made her realize that she doesn't want to repeat those same mistakes again. She doesn't want to do the same things that she did before with her current family and how important it is to her, right? She doesn't want to ever feel like she was didn't give appreciation. So in last season, right, she came home and she told Tootie, she told Eva, she told Gunther, hey, I love you, Dad, I love you, Mom, I appreciate you guys, I appreciate you, Tootie. She was able to do all of those things, but she doesn't want to stop there. She wants to continue with her family, and in now being siloed off during the winter, it's made her be really homesick and realize how she constantly needs that reaffirmment or reaffirmment with herself to basically constantly have that reciprocated love going back and forth. She gives it, she gets it back. So a lot of times it's in forms of hugs. So it's the cutest thing ever, especially in this episode, to where like she's being calmed down by Ferdinand by a hug. She's being calmed down by Lutz by a hug. She needs to constantly have that feeling. She was all over Tootie when she visited. Tootie had to scratch her back and made her feel a certain way. You know what I mean? Like, so she's constantly having to have this reaffirmation that, this constant, like, love affirmation with her that she constantly needs. And a lot of it is because, what she missed out on and her realizing that. So she needs that whole filled. A lot of it is because it became a habit. She became so used to it. And a lot of it is, although she is, 7 years old or whatever it is now, and obviously she was an adult, she's still in a child's body. She's still going to have those child tendencies. That's the way her brain is built, although it's built a little differently because of what she was before. But, she constantly needs that love. And it's cute and it's sad at the same time because, she's being taken away from that. So when Ferdinand dropped the bomb on all of us that, based on all the things that have been happening to her, based on everything, that she basically needs to be adopted to keep her out of the spotlight. But she knows as well as they do that would rip her away from her family. They wouldn't have the same rights to her as they do now. They wouldn't be able to come visit. A lot of things that she's dependent on wouldn't be able to be there. So he strikes up a deal with her that, hey, they'll protect her and they'll be able to do the things that they have been doing now. But once she's 10, she's going to have to go to the Royal Academy. And that sounds like an amazing arc. I can't wait. Hopefully we get to that point this season, which this season I think is 10 episodes. I think it might be split into 2 cores, kind of like it was before. So we might end up getting, 10 episodes here, 10 episodes later kind of thing. But I'm hoping that maybe towards the end of that we get a peek at her, flash forwarding. But I'm so absorbed in her time now that, I'm okay if we don't get there. But I would love for a season 3, 4, 5, whatever to come around. For that to end up happening, because I would love to see the Royal Academy stuff. But he struck a deal with her essentially, and they virtually shook hands on it. And I'm excited for that to happen, but I'm still worried about just her safety. But now she's gonna get assigned a bodyguard. The dude who failed protecting her before is gonna now end up being her bodyguard now, which is awesome. That means she's gonna have somebody else in her party. Or on her side, you know what I mean, to be there and protect her, especially now that she's trying to do something different. She wants to be a teacher. She wants to teach a lot of the gray robes, arithmetic and how to read and how to write. And obviously that's not a blue robe position, but she still feels passionate about it. She wants to instill certain values on her gray robes that they don't normally get. So there's a lot of dangerous tasks that she's going to take, not because she's being told to be, because she wants to. So anyways, I can't wait for the next episode. I love this anime. I love that it's heartwarming and it's warm. And the OP, guys, do you guys see the OP? The OP is like one of the best. Like I vibe with every single part of this anime. Definitely is like one of my favorite animes of all time. So I'm going to continue to gush over each and every week. So if you guys want to come back for that, make sure you guys subscribe if you guys aren't already. And make sure you guys hit like before you guys leave. But put down your thoughts on this episode, on all the different happenings. There's a lot of moving parts with Benno, with Ferdinand, with the things that were happening, with her getting pulled away from her family, with everything that's been going on. So let me know what you guys think. And amongst what happened, imagine that. Amongst what happened last week too, because she cut a deal with with that one guy being like his sponsor or whatever. So many things happening, and that are going to continue to happen. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'll see you guys next week for episode number 3 of Ascendance of a Bookworm. I appreciate you guys being here every single week, and we'll see you next week. Peace.